Hello, Mathletee here. Reminder about CangoThon, July 23rd, 8 p.m. I will be doing a live stream. So today I have a quick little build for you. It is an Australia themed food court. I had placed all these down in my blueprint zoo and decided it was time to build something to cover up those little shops and staff support buildings there. So since this is near my cassowaries, if that's how you say that, hello Ruby, and the Australia themed gondola ride, or could be used for a monorail. That one is on my workshop. Anyway, I decided I was going to cover this up, so I did a speed build. Unfortunately, I did have an oopsie. I built part of it without recording. So today it's going to be part speed build, and then I decided to go ahead and just place the item in my zoo on another area so that you could see the completed setup. And if you do download this, then you also can see how to set it up. This one's pretty simple to set up. So I just filtered for the Australia theme here, and just stuck with that for the most part for this build. I like to kind of give the guests a covered area to eat, but when you do go to zoos or amusement parks, a lot of times not all eateries or drink things are inside of a building. A lot of times you come across them and they just have little seating areas nearby for you to eat or sit and rest. So I decided I would just go with building over the path and put in a little seating area on the other side. So I'm using the carbon fiber roof here to give a nice wave look. I thought about alternating it, but I didn't like it, so I just went with sliding it over to duplicate across the seating area as well as the walkway through. So I went with a little light yellow and blue color theme. Kind of goes with the Africa area where I built the penguins. They have kind of a similar color scheme, and the building over there, the station, kind of has the same color scheme as the meerkats and the foxes. So that's why I chose this little light yellow and green color combination. I had really hoped that that guy had one editable sign on it, and it didn't. So I was trying to figure out how to get some words on there. So I decided to go with one of the editable signs that's in the Australia pack. And I was trying to fit two stores on one, but I didn't like how it looked. Luckily for me, I have two gulpies right next to each other. So once I saw that, I just copied it over and changed the names. That way I could put that one for the gulpy right in the middle. And I liked how that looked. I wish that I could recolor these seats here, because you can do the trash cans, but you can't do the picnic tables there. And putting in a couple ATMs. I also noticed when I was building this that part of it kind of extended into my habitat a little bit. I went ahead and just left it that way. That way I could make a blueprint, and not everybody's gonna have theirs smashed up against a habitat the way I had mine. Just moving a couple of those buildings to fit inside properly on the grid. I was trying a couple different ideas here and went ahead and put in a curve right there over the staff doorway. And here's where my oopsie's about to happen, I believe. I'm gonna get that roof done, and we miss out on the little bit that I did with the plants. I put in some glass on the back and a little bit of plaster in that circular uptick right there. above the door so that it would cover. And what else did I do that you missed? I think that's it. Just some plaster as well on the glass side to cover up where you can see underneath the loop or inside. It's hard to describe. So anyway, to set this up, it's super simple. I just demolished the path coming into it and made sure we had a nice flat terrain, and then putting in the aligned grid just off any of the stores, and then redoing that path so that they can get through there and connecting over to this side. And apparently my guests on this side of my zoo are super filthy. I don't know, I guess my caretakers aren't assigned over here, so they just never came back. So I did drop several caretakers to take care of that mess and added a few more trash cans. So how dare they litter my zoo like that? I guess they just didn't have to walk so far to get to the bears over there. I did the setup on this one a little differently than I did in the speed build you just saw. I did a little different placement on the ATMs, and that's where they'll be in the blueprint. And then you'll have to set up your trash cans and the tables on your own. It's not a habitat blueprint, so they won't be there. And then I decided that once I got it in, we needed some lights, so copying those lights over. Unfortunately, on the other side of this wall where it connects, it looked really weird with a light there. So on the back sides, there is not a light. I removed that one. It just looked a little wonky because how the game connects those two walls together. I could have split it off, I guess, and kept the full wall instead of letting the game cut it to create that nice edge, even though there's nothing really to make an edge with right there. But anyway, things you can do if you run across that. I just left it that way. It really didn't bother me too much. I just took the light away since it kind of looked funny trying to rest there on nothing. And that way they have a little bit of light at night if they come through here and want to sit down or get something to eat. All right, so now we're wandering through my zoo. I actually got lost, so I skipped that part. I'm trying to get back to this part of my zoo. So we're passing my bear cave experience, which is over there. There's grizzly bears. We'll walk through it real quick because I do try to run back over to the original one because I noticed when I set this down, I set it up just a little too high, and I didn't like the doors inside the staff area, and it also didn't make sense that I had a keeper hut and no habitat. Anyway, there it is all set up, and I've got happy guests walking through. And so I did take a quick peek in there, but I didn't like it, so we're gonna run through. I get lost again. It's the unfortunate side effect of having duplicate buildings in your zoo, and I took the long way, so I'm gonna cut across this side, go over the bridge, and then we're gonna run through our African penguins, run by the meerkats, over the train station, past the hippos, and oh, here we are. Okay, so this one makes a little more sense since I have the gondola station there, and there's the cassowary. He's got a friend in there somewhere, and we can go in through here, and you can see the keeper hut, and you have the staff building. Hello, Ruby. And this side doesn't have as many people. I have one guest over here getting some stuff. Let's walk around the habitat here. I got a keeper wandering, a bunch of nothing, a test thing way out there, and let's see, what are they looking at? Oh, they're looking at. Oh, there's the other cassowary. There's both of them. Alrighty. Well, I just wanted to give you guys a quick little build today. I am working on a very detailed build for the CangoThon 2021. So I'll be teaming up with Ravenscar Gaming, and we will be alternating on our channels. I'll put the dates in the description, as well as any links if you want to go ahead and check CangoThon out or donate ahead of time. But if you can, head over to the Cango Wildlife Ranch. They have a YouTube site. Go ahead and give them a subscribe if you have it in your heart to help them get over 1,000 subscribers. And if you enjoy my content, you can go ahead and subscribe to me as well, or keep checking out other videos. I hope you have a great day, and may the RNG odds be ever in your favor.